because we can all read the same thing and interpret it differently. Why? Because hear me, I want you to understand this. The most powerful thing that you have is not your iPad. Most powerful thing that you have is not your Android. The most powerful thing that you have is not your cell phone. The most powerful thing is not your iPhone. The most powerful thing that you have is your imagination. Your imagination can change your situation. What you think, you will become. If you think little of yourself, you're going to do little for yourself. But hear me, if you think much of yourself, you're going to do much for yourself and others. Who do you want to become? What do you want to become? How do you want to contribute to the Flint community? Because oftentimes, this community has been stigmatized, it's been marginalized, it's been demonized, it's been criticized, and in many cases as a result, because we are community representatives, because we are citizens, because we are community members, we too have been marginalized. Flint water crisis. We too have been criticized. We too have been demonized. We too have been ostracized. But here's what you have to do. As young as you are, as brilliant as you are, this is what you have to do. You have to strategize. What's going to be the strategy for your life? Hear me. The two most powerful words that you can use is this statement, I am. And you choose whatever you want to put behind it. Do you hear what I'm saying to you today? The two most powerful words that you can use in your life that shapes your life are the words, I am. And guess what? You're the one who decides what you choose to put behind that statement. Not what other people say about you. Not how other people try to bully you. Not how other people try to put you down. Not how other people try to talk about you. Whether you succeed or fail, people are going to keep talking about you. But you got to say, I am great. This is what we're going to do. We're going to try this today. I told you the two most powerful words that you can use is I am, because it creates your imagination. It creates your world. Your words create your world. What you speak into the atmosphere will appear. Death and life is in the power of the tongue. What you say, you will see. Listen, you got to see it before you see it, or you never will seize it. Are you hearing me talk to you today? You got to see it before you see it, or you'll never seize it. You'll never have it. So I want you to repeat after me today. I want you to say it with your full playground voice. Yeah. I want you to say it with me, because I said you got to say the words I am. Say I am. I am. Great. Say I am. I am. Special. I am. Powerful. I am. Brilliant. I am. A reader. I am. A leader. I am. An achiever. I am. An honor roll student. I am. A wonderful child. I am. A great human being. I am. I will be what I desire to be. Clap your hands if you believe. Yeah. I'm talking to brilliant young kings and young queens in here. Got to recognize your brilliance. I know in many cases, sometimes we deal with hurt. We deal with pain. We deal with things in many cases where our mental health is challenged and perplexed because people may have hurt us. People may have done things to us. You know, they say sticks and stones will break your bones, but words will never hurt you. That's a lie. Listen, we have to be cognizant. We have to be aware of the words that we say to ourselves, but also the words that we say to each other. You never make you never make yourself feel big by making other people feel small. Do you hear me? Yes. Just because we're different doesn't mean we're deficient. You have a strength that I need. You have information that I need. A know-it-all really knows nothing at all. We have to be perceptive. We have to engage. We have to learn. Right? Because your teachers, in many cases, they're more than just teachers, they're your advisors. They're They're your mental health experts. They're, in many cases, your surrogate parents. They're your counselors. They're your advisors. They are your mentors. Life teaches you in two ways, mistakes and mentors. I'd rather learn from the mistakes of a mentor than to make my own. And let me tell you this, my life, I didn't always believe that I could do what I am doing now. I didn't always believe that I could be, which I am now, a 16-time best-selling author. Yeah. I didn't always believe that I would travel all over the world, locally and globally, and empower young people, young brilliant minds like yourself. I didn't always believe that I could actually be on TV, on BET, on ABC, on CBS, on NBC, speaking at conferences and churches and colleges and schools to thousands of people. I never saw myself doing that. Why? Because I faced one of the greatest hurdles, circumstances, and challenges in my life. I want you to do this. I want you to close your eyes and imagine. Come on, do this. Close your eyes and imagine someone who walked up to you one day and said these words to you. I thought you died. I didn't say you to repeat it. I just said I want you to imagine somebody walked up to you one day and said these words, I thought you died. All of a sudden, yeah. Now pop open your eyes. And now in many cases you're trying to wonder what in the world is going on with me. How could somebody say something like that to me? A guy walked up to me one day in a convenience store, inconvenienced me, and said to me these words to me, I thought you died. Listen, y'all, I was so angry. Right? Here's the thing. We're all going to have some anger sometime. Anger is just one letter away from danger if you don't control it. You have to have emotional intelligence. People are going to say things to you and try to push your buttons, but guess what? You're not an elevator. Stop letting people push your buttons and dictating how high or low you go. I felt like hitting this guy who said those words to me because he knew what I was dealing with. He knew where I came from. Listen, y'all, I was getting ready to have a Will Smith, Chris Rock moment, and I wasn't going to be Chris. You know what I'm talking about. I had to control my anger because in many cases, to a certain degree, he was right. I thought I almost died too. I know you're saying, what are you talking about? What did you almost die from? I'm over my friend's house one day. I was about 15 years old watching a football game. Couldn't breathe by halftime. His mother takes me to the hospital. My mother meets me there. Listen, y'all, I loved school. I love school. Joy Gloucester, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. We went to college together in Eastern Michigan. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, I had a flashback moment. Joy knows my story. Joy knows there's a lot of pain. Right? So here's the thing. I didn't really understand what was going on with me. I told you I love school. Listen, y'all, my favorite two classes in school were gym and lunch. I love to chase girls to the gym, sit down and eat with them at lunch. And guess what? My grades were indicative of that. I could have done better. I could have focused more. And so I'm over my friend's house, watching a football game. I'm having chest pains, and oftentimes, as boys becoming men, they tell us don't cry. Crying is for girls. That's what they say. They say be strong. Don't cry at all. But here's the thing: you can use your emotions. It's all right to have emotions, bro. Young men, doesn't make you weak. Vulnerability and masculinity can coexist in the same space. And I was crying inside. I was suffering in silence. I'm having chest pains. Didn't want to tell anybody about it because I'm a tough guy. His mother takes me to the hospital. My friend's mother, my mom meets me there. The doctors do a CT scan of the chest. They do an X-ray. And they see that there's something in my body that they need to investigate by taking me to surgery. They cut me open. And they see in my body, my cells are growing so fast around my heart, my trachea, my esophagus, my voice box, the place I'm speaking to you out of right now, that they can see my cells in my body growing with the naked eye. That's not good. Cells are supposed to live and die off. Biology experts, if they don't die off, a tumor forms. A mass is forming in my chest. I feel good coming out of surgery. The doctor says, Eddie, you know, I'm thinking he's going to tell me, all right, go back to school. I'm on Christmas vacation. get ready to go play basketball, go back to playing, running cross country, whatever the case may be. He says, Eddie, we have a diagnosis for you. You have what we call NHL. I said, yes, I'm getting ready to be the youngest owner of a National Hockey League team. Go Red Wings. He says, no, you have what we call non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. I said, Doc, my first language is Ebonics. I'm still trying to learn English. What do you mean? He says, you have not one, not two, not three, but four. I'm filling my pockets of $5 and $4. He says, you have stage 4 cancer. Anybody ever heard of cancer? Anybody ever lost a loved one to cancer? Anybody know who's fighting to overcome cancer? Yes, cancer affects all of us, directly or indirectly. I'm like, how am I battling and fighting cancer? I'm just starting my life, now I'm fighting for my life. And I began to doubt myself. I didn't think I was going to make it. I thought I was going to die. My own biological father never visited me one day in the hospital. My parents were divorced. I didn't know what was going on. And I felt like giving up. I felt like throwing in the towel. But I'm grateful for a praying mama. I'm grateful that I began to believe that I could find the first 3 letters in cancer, which spells what, y'all? Yes. Come on, say it loud. Can. You can overcome. You can survive. I'm blessed, despite when I lost my hair, chemotherapy, radiation, giving up, that I maintained that attitude to say I will overcome. And I had to say to myself, I am healed. I had to say to myself, I am going to overcome. I am going to be victorious. I will overcome what it is that I've been experiencing, because greater is on the inside of me to move beyond what it is that I've been experiencing. Listen, you're going to face some battles in life, but here's the thing. A knockout is not a knockdown unless you stay down. You got to get back up again. All right, you didn't do too great in that class. You didn't do too great on that test. Study harder. Apply yourself. Don't give up. You always lose when you quit. Guess what? You got to recognize you're a winner. You got to recognize you're a warrior. You're not a chump, you're a champion. You're not a chicken, you're an eagle. You're not a whiner, you're a winner. You're not a warrior, you're a warrior. There's greatness that's on the inside of you. Go after it, believe, overcome, read, lead, and succeed. Come on, say it one time with me. Say, I am the best. I am a success. I am achieving. I am soaring higher today. Give yourselves a hand. Thank you so much, Joel Ryder. I appreciate it.